Alright, welcome back to some more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. And now, I shouldn't say alright again. Now we are going to be heading into the actual game, I guess you could say. As some people told me, the music is going to be different for, like, the trials and stuff. But, let me actually turn that up real quick for you all. But it's something I kind of know, but what I don't know is, like, well, I'll find out when we get to it, but I just know there's going to be, like, mob witnesses, I guess you could say. But that won't be until a lot later, because right now, we are going to be going into, Professor Layton, I'm pretty sure. So, no, not empty. Yes, let's load my save. Alright, so what happened last time? After flying clear across the Atlantic, we finally found ourselves in ye old London. Nick was stuck working right up to when we left, so he was kind of tired. But I'm pumped and ready to get my sightseeing on. Even though he said he was only here for that attorney exchange thing and wouldn't have to appear in court, we still ended up in court. And Nick said I'm the one that would jinx us. Looks like we'll be defending Espella. Alright. Wait, what? Didn't we just do that? Yeah, we did just do that. Why was it telling us something that we already did? I think that was what I was reading last time, actually. Whatever, though. Let's see what we got going on here. Luke. Luke. I am your father. No! Wake up, my boy. No, that's not the right voice. Professor? Good. I'm glad to see you awake. Yeah. Glad to be back. Are you all feeling alright? Yeah. I'm fine. A bit drowsy, though. I guess I just fell asleep all of a sudden. Wait! Now I remember! Professor, what happened with the witches? And where exactly are we? Well, Luke, I've only just woken up myself. We've been here, in this horse-drawn wagon, since I awoke. How did we end up asleep in a wagon? That is something we must find out now. First of all, where are we? And secondly, where are we being taken? There's another passenger over there. Let's start by asking her. Good thinking, Professor. Who's that? Can't we talk to this person? Vegetables! They're all quite big and tasty looking. Perhaps it is a vegetable cart? No, I don't think it is. Why'd you say that in the first place? We're not in London anymore, are we? Is that supposed to be a Kansas joke? Give me a coin. Give me a coin. And give me a coin. Cool. Anything else? Like this, for example? Nothing? Nothing at all, just... Judging from what I can see, we're crossing a forest. A forest? This can't be London. Where on earth are we? There's not a trace of other people or even cars. We must be somewhere deep in the countryside. Okay, who are you? Excuse me, but I wonder if you could tell us where this wagon is heading. Where are we heading? That really is a meaningless question. I'm guessing that's Darklaw, that's why I'm giving her that voice. And someone told me to give her a Blackquill voice, and that's actually a good point. She does look kind of like Aura Blackquill and Darklaw. Come on. Isn't it obvious? It goes without saying, since there's only one place we could possibly be heading. I'm not sure I entirely follow. What do you mean by one place? If you really want to know, why don't you just ask the wagon driver? Although, whether you ask or not, we'll be arriving at our destination soon anyway. If that's the case, surely it wouldn't hurt to just tell us. Luke, let's take her advice. We may have better luck with the driver. All right, if you say so. Quit dotting me off. She seriously dotted me off. Okay, fine. Driver, where are we heading? So you finally woke up, did you? I was wondering what to do with you both. I was starting to think you'd never wake up. Excuse me, but where is that we're going? Me oh my! You didn't get into this wagon without knowing where it's headed, did you? Well, in truth, we only just became aware that we were in here. Until just a moment ago, we were at Tower Bridge in London. I'm afraid we have no recollection of having boarded this wagon. You certainly say the strangest things. You're both still half asleep, aren't you? Half asleep? Of course not! As far as I remember, you've both been in this wagon from the very start. There's no way that's right! And besides... Now, don't get so worked up, Sonny. You'll upset the other passengers. What other passengers? There's only one other passenger. I know nothing about the two of you, except from what I've seen. My job is to just carry my passengers to that town. A town, you say? Well, looky here. It's just come into sight. Why not take a peek out? Just dot me off. Just dot her off. Yes, dot her off. Well, that was just random at the very, right now. Captain! All are present and accounted for, sir. Ahem. I want you to keep in mind, men, that the peace of this town is in your hands. Never forget that no matter what happens,
the people look to you to keep the peace. We proud knights of the Order will always protect the people. Yes, sir, for honor and glory.
Captain? Captain?
What can I do for you, my little ones?
I want to join the Order of the Knights and patrol the streets like you.
That's an upstanding ambition, lad. Perhaps when you're a little bigger.
Yes, sir. I'll do my very best to grow up as soon as I can, sir.
I like your spirit, young man. Be seeing you. Ha ha ha.
Oh, you look so pleased with yourself. You don't really think a weakling like you could join the Order of the Knights, do you? Hey, that's not a nice thing to say. Every boy wants to be a knight.
Oh, what can he do for one sweet as you? This bardly bard called Bardly. Wow. And this is why bards kinda get dissed a little bit.
Could you sing me a little song? Something romantic to melt my heart?
Really? Willie with the was?
Oh, fair woman.
No.
Oh, fair maiden, the pleasure is mine. A worthy song for a love such as thine. Oh, the love in your heart and the love in your head is full and warm like freshly baked bread.
Oh my god. No, not sweet.
Professor, look at those people over there. They're all wearing period costumes. I've never seen that in London.
You're right, Luke. This town would appear to resemble the one we saw pictured in that book. Although, I'm somewhat puzzled as to how we ended up here. Who said that? You!
Ah, you're the passenger from the wagon. The fact that we are here now is a predetermined turn of events. What do you mean? We were just brought here from the outside. This outside of which you speak, just what exactly are you referring to? Huh? Well, I mean London, of course. There is no such place, nor is there anything as an Is there any such thing as an outside? Not here. Not in Labyrinthia.
Something tells me that if you go past Labyrinthia, it becomes like a labyrinth, and you just wind up back in Labyrinthia or something. And yeah, that's why no one ever escapes Labyrinthia, which makes me wonder how the hell did what's his name with Esvella, was it, or Escella? How did they escape? Also, that camera. Labyrinthia.
What? You mean this is really Labyrinthia? Even so, that doesn't mean that London doesn't exist. If we went back the way we came, we'd be bound to come across it eventually. If you don't believe me, then why don't you take a look with your own eyes?
What the hell? A wall just randomly appears from where they came, from whence they came. Yeah, that makes total sense. Talk about ghost town sort of stuff going on here.
Ah, Professor, the gate is gone.
I think Professor Layton has, yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen him that surprised before, but I don't know. I haven't played a Professor Layton game, so I can't say.
The gate we came through was just right behind us, wasn't it?
Yes, it certainly was there.
So, if that's the case, why does no one around here seem surprised?
For that matter, how the hell do they get their meat? Like, for food? And, 'cause unless they breed chickens, the only thing they'll be eating is chicken and not, like, deer or anything that would be in the woods.
Seeing such a big gate disappear like that. Hey, where did she go?
This is most perplexing.
What's going on here?
If this really is Labyrinthia, then could it be that we have somehow ended up inside that book?
You mean the book Espella was showing us? Don't you? The Historia Labyrinthia?
That's right, Luke. Do you recall what happened to us at Tower Bridge?
Well, I remember when the book started glowing, but after that, I'm totally blank. Professor, you don't think we've somehow been pulled inside that book, do you?
It's a bit early to be drawing conclusions just yet, my boy. There are quite a few people around here. Let's start by asking a few questions. Well, let's first, look for some hint coins, maybe? Hint coin? Hint coin? Any hint coins? It doesn't look like there's any hint coins, so...
Look at all the fresh produce, Professor.
It seems people here do not need to rely on barter. They have their own currency. Huh. Okay. The flag bears some coat of arms, it seems.
Knights, coats of arms. This really seems like the past.
Oh, you think?
They're selling various equipment. Swords and shields are lined up on the display counter.
The variety of items on display suggests these people's civilization is quite advanced. Well, it looks like the only thing left to look at is these knights. And it looks like we got a puzzle here. You finished patrolling this area, then? Yes, sir. Nothing to report at present, sir. We must be even more on our guard than usual today. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, Captain. Yes? I don't mean to alarm you, but there appears to be a couple of unusual characters approaching our vicinity, sir. Yes, very peculiar because of our clothes, right? You know how the past people go. Whenever they see someone in futuristic get up like regular casual clothes in 2010s, they'll be like, "The hell are you wearing?" What? Oi there, you two! What business do you have with the Order of the Knights?
Oh, well, we just wanted to ask a few questions about the area. About the Order of the Knights. Are you really real knights?
What's that? You're not poking fun at the Order of the Knights, are you? That was certainly not our intention. We were merely noting that your appearance is somewhat unusual. To us. Not to you. To us. Yes. To you, you're fine. Yes, yes. You're saying we're unusual, are you? Well, that's an unusual thing to say. We usually patrol Labyrinthia, doing our usual duty of keeping the usual order. Tell me, what's unusual about that? If anyone's unusual here, it's you two! And I find it quite unusual that I've never seen either of you characters before. Which part of the town are you from?
We, just came here in the back of a wagon, through the gate that was over there. But then we noticed the gate vanish. You didn't see anything, did you?
Gate? What gate? Layton's like, I'm dotting you off.
But there was a gate. We just came through it, from outside.
Outside? Now I've been patient with you two, but nothing you're saying makes a lick of sense. My apologies. I'm afraid it has been a while since we've been here on the main street. Yes, very much a while. And I seem to remember there having been a gate of some sort around here.
But, Professor...
Luke, I think we should be prudent to play along here. Or I think it would be prudent to play along here. There's definitely something fishy about you two. Captain, I don't suppose these two are... No, I doubt that. Although they do look and act strangely. Maybe we could test them to see if they really do live here? A test? Yes, that might be a good idea. I know a good way of deciding whether you two are dubious characters or not.
What are you going to do?
Well, it's very simple. If you really are upstanding members of this community, then you'll be able to solve this.
Solve? Solve what?
Luke, it appears this town has puzzles similar to those of our own world. What are you mumbling about? Are you ready? Then here we go! Puzzle number 6, night training. Pick a rats. 35. That means it's going to be a little tough. Everyone knows that here at the Order we strive for excellence. Ensuring you can properly block any attack with your shield is an integral part of maintaining that reputation. We're not leaving here until each and every one of you shows me you can block. Now show me what you've got. Why did that sound like it kind of sort of rhymed, but I know I didn't? Touch the piece that you would like to move on the touchscreen below. Slide the stylus to move that piece around the screen. When you have found the desired location for the piece, release it by lifting the stylus from the screen. Okay. So I can do that. Well then, wouldn't that be like that, or like that? Shut up, hint bar. No, that seems right. If anything, that needs to go there. So close. So close. Is that it? I think that's it. Attack, attack. That doesn't do anything. Attack to the shield. Attack. 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 Yeah, that's it. Wow, that was quite simple.
I've already seen the answer.
Yeah! Okay.
Expect no less from a gentleman.
What was that? That was weird. Cool. That was quite simple. Well done. Perfect form. You've done the Order proud. As for the slackers, consider yourselves training overtime until you get it right. Which is that guy right there. Truly impressive puzzle solving. Of course, any member of our community would solve it. But those who can solve it with this level of insight are few and far between. You are no longer under suspicion, although I must advise you to speak and act with more caution henceforth. Today being a special day, we are on an even higher level of alert than usual.
It seems a bit touch and go from a moment, but I think we've convinced him.
Not only that, but it seems that puzzles are a familiar concept here, which means that if we run into any trouble, we should be able to overcome it through our usual puzzle-solving approach.
That's good to know. That puzzle was a bit different to what we are used to, though.
It seemed to be a puzzle rather unique to this town, and all the more worth solving for it, wouldn't you say, Luke?
Too right, Professor. So, what's our next step?
Well, my boy, first and foremost, I suggest we take a look around and investigate this town of Labyrinthia.
All right, let's do that. But where should we start? We know next to nothing about this town.
That's true, Luke. Although, if you recall, we do know somebody who has been here before us.
Ah, you mean Carmen, right?
Precisely. It appears that Carmen was able to leave this town and return to London. Yes, Carmen and Esvela. However, it would also appear that he was unaware of how he managed to do so.
So you mean Carmen's activities here may be our only clue to getting us back?
I'm afraid so, Luke. First things first, let's see if we can find any signs of his presence here.
Right you are, Professor. Let's start investigating.
Alright, investigative period time. Yes, what will I realize?